Hey, money getters, what's good? I'm back like I never left, as promised. I'm a few minutes late, but it's all good, guys. I told you I would be here at 9, and I am back. We are about to listen to Cardi B's new album, Am I the Drama? Um, I hope you guys are as excited as I am. Well, I'm not really excited, but I am excited. All right, if that makes sense. I am listening from my I am listening from bed, so I have the camera off. Plus I wanted to do it like this anyway. I just feel like this is the best way to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish tonight. I will not be playing the I will not be playing the album on live. Okay, I'm not trying to get copyright strike. So that will not be happening, okay? What I will be doing is reviewing and listening along with you all. I'm listening right at YouTube. So if you have YouTube, you can go to Cardi B's page, and the album is right there. I'm going to start from beginning to end. I went to my page for a second, so let me go back and my page for a second. So let me go back. Wait a minute. Let me turn. And I hate when I do that. Okay, for a second. So let me go back. Wait a minute. Let me turn. And, okay. So let's go back to where we were. And we can I hate when StreamYard does this. Like it will, like if I have it on my phone, maybe I should get the app, huh? Hey M3, are you ready, mamas? It's 12 a.m. and where M3 is, and she is ready to go. We're gonna listen to this album. We're about to have a ball now. Y'all, I am sleepy, so I hope you guys know that I stayed up to do what I said I was gonna do. You listen to the first two so far. Okay, don't tell me what you think of them. Don't tell me what you think of them yet. Let's listen to it together because I'm going to the first track, which is Dead, featuring Summer Walker. And so I'm going to put it on mute as I listen to it and I'm going to comment. But after I listen to each track, I'll come on live and give my thoughts on each song. But I am not going to play the tracks on here. So if you're in here, I hope you have your excuse me, we don't listen to radios anymore, do we? I hope that you have your streaming, whatever stream, however you listen to your streams, I hope you have that ready. You can listen right on YouTube, Apple Music, however you listen to music. So when I listen, you guys should be listening to, we'll be listening to the album together, but we will not play it live. You cannot play an artist's music live on YouTube without getting the copyright strike. So let's get into it. Welcome everybody. I am MMG. If you haven't been to my channel already, tonight we are doing a listening party for Cardi B's new album. We're going to listen from number 1 all the way to until number 23. She has 23 tracks. The first track we are listening to is Dead, featuring Summer Walker. Let's go, M3. Let's get into it. I'm listening now. Okay, so I listened to the first track, Dead, featuring Summer Walker, and she came with it on the first track. But I understand the purpose of what she was trying to do, and she's coming in hot, coming in hard. Um, I want these dead. That's kind of like and her flow wasn't really clean and crisp like it needed to be. Summer Walker sounds flat. I give it a 6 for A for effort. It was an okay intro, but it's not that intro that that will make you just like, oh, this is it. She really coming. She really coming. Um, like this is about to be an album. This album is about to be a beast. Let me know in the comments, what did you think of Dead featuring Summer Walker, the first track off Cardi B's album? Are we feeling it or what? Um, like I said, it's okay. It's not, it's just like, I see what you're trying to do, Cardi. I see how you're coming, and you're not coming to play. It's like you want it to be known, like, listen, you guys talked all this mess about me, but here I come. What's up? What's good? Unless she's naming names in this album, all these throwing these shots at no one in particular, that's not gonna work for me. I need to see her really coming with it. Name names, make it plain, use some metaphors or whatever. Let us know who you're talking about. So that being said, I'm gonna go on over to track two. Track two is Man of Your Word. Okay, we can already tell that's probably gonna be about Offset. Um, so let's go ahead and take a listen. Man of my word at all. I felt like her flow and what the things she had to say was kind of like, be careful with me. I feel like it was that same flow. And since Offset was cheating back then and he was cheating again and again and again, it's the same old song. I feel like she sounded very immaturish. I feel like her first album sound like it was better than this one. This one, and they said this about imaginary players, but I felt like imaginary players, I didn't hear how she was chasing the beat. A lot of people were saying it was a mix correctly, like it sounded like she a lot like Armand Wiggins, what's his name, Joe Budden. They were saying that her flow wasn't exact, and they could hear how she was being punched in. I could hear her being punched in on this one, and it was kind of like hard to hear it. So I was listening on my phone actually, so I'm moving to my television where it has more beat and seeing how if that would help things out because no. Uh-uh. um, we're gonna go to hello. So um, let's turn it up. Let's listen to hello. Okay. I've listened to three songs so far. Dead, Man of Your Word, Hello, and so far, Hello has the best beat. But her flow on all the tracks sounds very, very okay. I see why the album wasn't out sooner. I see why she was so nervous to put an album out, and I see why they have so many bells and whistles. You could tell when somebody comes out with all that promotion, she's everywhere. She's everywhere trying to get this album sold, but the music is not there. I'm gonna play Magnet now. You can see dances to Hello, I Can Too. I can see people say, Hello, it's me. I can see people using that part and the beat, but that's the best part of the song. Hello, it's me. She had a couple of one-liners in there. She did for sure. Hey, Double Twins, how you doing? Um, what we're doing, Double Twins, is we're not playing the music on here. We can't do that, obviously. We don't want to get copywritten. So cue up your music players. I'm listening to the album on YouTube. I had it on my phone, but my phone, it's not going to be the sound that I really want. My TV, it actually sounds pretty good. It has heavy bass. So right now, we're going to listen to Magnet. I'm not really listening to the tracks in order because everybody probably has a different order. So, all right, let's go ahead and listen to Magnet, and I'll be chatting throughout while I'm listening to it, and I'll come back and I will give my critique on it. I'm doing good, Double Twins. Thanks. How are you? Okay, she came with the disses for JT. That verse where she's dissing her was like, okay, okay. She said Rick Owens is all she know. We, if you know JT, she likes Rick Owens, a big fan. You like it? Yeah, I like that one a little bit. She sounded a little bit better on Magnet. The first half, again, she needed to practice a little bit more. This is why it really feels like Cardi, you didn't write this. You didn't write this. That's why it took you 7 years, darling. JT, she don't rap really any better, but you could tell that she can do a little bit better than Cardi. But the way she was saying your mom didn't want you and all that, that was a lot. That was a lot. Uh, she went for the juggler a lot with that. A lot of what she said, dissing JT, about at least I don't share bags with my man Chi, but at least we don't share bags. She talking about JT and Little Uzi, clearly. Um, she brought the heat with that one. I'm not impressed by her rapping skills or her flow. The beat was okay. I think if she could rap better, I think even if she didn't write it, if her flow was a little bit better, that's what's bugging me about the songs that I have listened to on this album. What, you like it, Mama Three? Um, I'm just a fan of music. I'm a fan of good music, so I'm trying to be fair to Cardi, and I'm trying to, at least give it a good listen. Some things I'm gonna rewind back and forth, so I might not just be listening like you guys are listening because I hear the music. I don't just like listen. I'm hearing it. Or where? Let me say that backwards. I don't just hear it. I'm listening. So I'm listening for the beat. Also, if you guys, in the interim want to check out who's the producer, they like they did the work. They crossed their T's and dotted all their I's. Cardi's team. They already have the album uploaded to Wikipedia, so you can see the track list. If you don't have the CD or whatever, you can go right to Wikipedia, see the track list, who wrote what, who produced what, and all of that. I haven't really over there. Um, last one that just played was Magnet. Let me see, and Magnet and media too. No, uh, Mackenzie, Timothy McKibbins, Julius Rivera, Jay Thorpe. Jay Thorpe, Jordan Thorpe is Party, and Maurice Washington. And this is produced by B100, DJ Swan Code, Go Grizzly, and Pooh B. I'm not familiar with those people. Um, before is looks like it's picking up. I'm breaking up. Can you hear me better now? Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Press one, and if you can hear me, press two. If I still sound like I'm breaking up, it might be due to my Wi-Fi. Not sure. All right. Let me know if you can hear me, guys. Hello, testing, 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 testing. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Um, hey B3, how you doing? Right now we should be on which one is this? Let me go back. Let me go back. Right now we should be on Pick It Up with Selena. We're gonna be listening to that. We've listened to a few tracks so far. I'm not impressed by Cardi's rapping skills. I feel like homegirl, you had 7 years, my love. You should have practiced this stuff a little bit better because I'm not feeling it. You cooling? That's what's good. That's what's good. Thanks everybody for hitting the like button for me. I haven't really said that tonight. And also thank you for tuning in. Subscribe if you would like. I don't normally do things like this, but this is major. Cardi hasn't been out with the full album in 7 years. 7.5 years almost practically, right? But let me see. What happened? Where was I at? Oh my gosh. I hate this right here, the way I'm trying to listen. So I want to be able to get like I want to be able to hear some bass and some treble. If I listen to it on my phone, I won't hear like I need to. So the way that she has it on she wasn't a main yeah, she lucked out. But her first album, she made that first album a lot quicker and it wasn't like this. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. I don't feel like Cardi is the best rapper, but I didn't feel like from before like she was a bad rapper either. I felt like she had some skills. I mean, a lot of these girls don't have, the best flows or whatever, but um this is like I don't know. This sounds really horrible for me. For me. And if I can't get with your flow, then I don't know. This is not an album so far. This is not something that I'm gonna listen to again. I haven't heard a track yet that I want to listen to again. And if you have, comment below. If you're liking what you're hearing so far, comment for me below. And you know, um, maybe I'm correct. Maybe I need to listen to it in the car too. Uh, because when you get in your car, it sounds a little different when you're cleaning up around the house. You know what I mean? So, and then I have to give it, the credit it deserves. It could just be me being harsh on Cardi. Um, but I'm not trying to be. I'm trying my best, guys, to like really be fair and to really like this album or find something to like on this album and not just like, be so negative. So now I'm going to listen to Pick It Up featuring Selena. Let's check it out, guys. I'm going mute. I'll be back after it goes off. Okay, I will listen to Pick It Up again. I actually didn't expect for Pick It Up to be one of my faves. I like Selena a little bit. I've heard songs by her before, and they were cool. And but I didn't think that I would really like this song. I thought it would be more popish, but it's not. It has a little R&B hip hop flavor to it. I like the beat. I like Selena's voice on it. This is the first track that Cardi actually sounds like she's trying to be a rapper so far. I would listen to this again. I feel like tomorrow, after listening to the album, Pick It Up is the one standout that would probably, you know, how you listen to an album and you hear a song once and then you have that one song replaying in your head. I feel like Pick It Up would be that one song. So yes, the next track would be after Pick It Up is Bodega Batty. Now I see why she didn't never release the full Bodega Batty. It's only like 1 minute and 44 seconds. This is a TikTok song in my mind. I feel like it's short and it's made for TikTok. Okay. Um, so let's go ahead and check out Bodega Batty. I'll be muting once again and listening to Bodega Batty. I'll be chatting while I'm listening and I will come back. Okay. I'm like at the point where I just want this to be over. Like I can't believe my first listening party is this. Like, I hate this for me for real. I am not feeling this album at all. You could barely understand her on this. Bodega Batty. I thought that the music portion. I like the music portion. I like the background music, and I like when they were singing in Spanish. I like that part actually. Her rap. I was like, wait a minute, she's speaking in Spanish, or is she? That's a dance hit for her. Um, I could see the girlies, using portions of it for a TikTok dance. They already started, I believe, but uh, I'm waiting to hear her radio hit. I'm ready, waiting to hear the hit song, and you never know because you know, yeah, the merengue part. I like that part. I like that. I like that. Um, but I could barely understand her. That's the part I didn't like. Um, she should have just did that in Spanish for me. She should have just did her rap in Spanish. I think that would have been better for her. She doesn't have a lot of rap features on here, and I think that's hurting her because um, I feel like the other girlies, when she features them on the song, the rap girlies, I feel like they help her out a lot. So, all right. So we're gonna listen to Salute now, and I'm gonna go mute. I'll be chatting in the comments, guys. All right, I'm convinced Cardi doesn't have any friends because there's no way they would have allowed her to release this sounding the way that it does and not really give her any feedback and say, hey, I think you could enunciate better on this. I think you could, you know, flow a little bit better on that. I think that's really what it is. The beats sound okay, but none of them are really like, okay, that they're not really making me feel inspired to turn up. And, Cardi says that's the kind of music she likes to make for the clubs. And every song doesn't have to be a club song. Every song doesn't have to be TikTok, TikTok ready. I'm trying not to like look on Twitter or anything because I don't want to hear anybody else's critiques of the album. I just want to give you guys my critique of the album as I'm listening to it. And I can change my mind. Like I said, some songs may stick out in my mind. I might hear them later. I might hear them in the car because I'm going to give this album a good listen. To be fair, I'm just giving this off the cup how I feel off first listen, not based on any. My critiques tonight are not based on anything that I feel for Cardi as a person. This is all off the music. How does the music sound to me? Just listening, right? Nothing else. Off first listen. No, I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on social media. This is my and mine alone critique. So if you guys feel differently, please feel free to share your opinions of it. You do not have to take my word for it. Our next song that we'll be listening to is Safe featuring Kalani. Now, I love me some Kalani, so I have high hopes for this one. Ring of her first album, Invasion of Privacy, featuring Kalani, was one of my favorite songs. It was probably one of the only songs that I really listened to by Cardi B. So I think since I'm on YouTube on the TV, it would play the video as well. The video was playing before while I was talking, and it looks kind of cute. So you guys might want to check the video because she released a video with Kalani and this little cutie. Her love interest is pretty cute. So check that out. The video is it looks cute. She has a pregnancy test. So the guy looks nothing like Stefan, but I'm thinking that this song is dedicated to him because when she was on Gail King, she said that Stefan, I already have baby mama drama. Diggs makes her feel safe. Party girl. You think it's gonna be good? Okay, let's listen to it. Let me stop talking and let's listen to it. Okay, I thought this video was gonna be good, but Cardi, that was a little dark. Like I thought the man was gonna come in and save you at the end. Like, Cardi looked really good in the video. In the dress with the red hair. The short set, not so much, but in most of her looks, I liked her look. I liked her with the gold dress and like the copper hair. Kalani looked good. I loved Kalani on the track. This is the best one. So far, I'm really feeling Pick It Up with Selena and Safe featuring Kalani. Those are my two favorites so far. No, it's not like Ring. It's a lot different. The video is cute, but I don't like the ending. Girl, why would you want that to happen to you at the end? If anything, I feel like your man should have came and saved you at the end. That was really dark. Girl, what was that about? But yeah, I like the song. I'm not gonna front. I do like the song. So that's two so far. I think I listened to nine so far. But so far, 2 out of 9. And again, this is first listen. We may go back, and I did skip imaginary players, so actually eight. Two out of song. I mean, out of 8 songs that I've listened to. The reason I skip imaginary players is we've heard that one already. So if you haven't heard imaginary players, you should have by now. Take a listen on your own time because I will not be listening to imaginary players. For me, imaginary players, I liked it more and more as I listened to it. And I don't know, I didn't have the same critique as everyone else who felt like she was rapping outside of the beat or like they was punching in her voice. I like the video. I felt like it was cute. I did. I'm not gonna lie about imaginary players. I wasn't mad at that. I would say out off the album so far, Imaginary Players is probably my favorite song. But tonight, listening to everything in its entirety, besides Imaginary Players, because again, I've already listened to that. So far, that's the best one. So I know that's why she put that single out. It sounds better than anything I've heard tonight. Um, Out of everything that I've heard so far. So the next song we're gonna listen to is featuring Lizzo. Um, Let me see. Let me cue it up on my end. And it's called What's Going On. So all right, let's go mute so I can listen to it. You guys tune in as well. I'll be back and I'll be commenting in the chat. Okay, it's okay. What do you guys think of what's going on featuring Lizzo? How do you guys feel about that one? Um, I mean, it was okay for me. It just, I don't have a lot of feedback for what's going on. Let me know in the chat what you think of it. Meantime, in between time, I'm gonna go head over to Shower Tears featuring Summer Walker. I feel like this one will be good. I hope it is. Let's cross our fingers. Okay, so I'm gonna put you guys back on mute. Yeah, she should have got somebody else besides Summer Walker to sing that verse, sing that chorus. But this one was a little bit better. I feel for Cardi when I listened to the things that she said she was going through with Offset. Her new man, Stefan, he seemed like, from what I hear and what the rumors mills are saying, he has already one child um, that he's being sued for paternity for that's 5 months old since he's been dealing with Cardi. Cardi's been dealing with Stefan since like she was still pregnant with Blossom, so over a year. But I feel like I felt the heartfelt part of it, like the part where she went through so much with Offset. I feel her on that. It's like, wow, you were going through all of that. Here you are, Cardi, a big star, a big A list rapper, and you're going through that behind closed doors. I would have left his ass too, for real. You sitting up doing all that with other women, texting other women, and you got a wife right there, a wife who has your back. No matter what you guys were going through, you could have. You didn't have to do her like that, you know. And the way she left and the way she wanted to move on with somebody else, finally, after 7 years of putting up with you, you know, right? Like 7 years, just like to hear what she said, that makes my heart hurt. Like you're in bed with him and he's texting other women. That's that's some hurtful stuff. And then you seeing where he's sending money to other women and spending time with other women. So I really felt her on that song. That's one of her better verses and one of her better songs. Summer the beats better and Summer Walker. I like Summer Walker. I like her on her own music though. Sometimes I don't really like Summer Walker's voice on everything. So I feel like Sierra would have been better on that. Another singer, but I know why she used Summer Walker because Summer Walker is good at songs like this. But I feel like I want to hear what this Janet Jackson track sounds like. Um, so we heard Outside already, so we're not going to listen to that. Outside wasn't one of my favorites on the album. Um, I didn't really listen to it. I heard it like once, and I didn't really listen to it again because I didn't really feel it. And I've heard it playing on the radio, heard it on, you know, or whatever other places, but I didn't really like it. So looks like let me see, Pretty and Petty is next. So let me cue that up on my end. I'm having a hard time over here, guys, because the way it is set up on my TV, but this is the way I can hear it best. So M3, thanks for holding me down for real. Thanks for holding me down. And I know it's late over there. I appreciate you so much. Like, do the goat for this, for real. Pretty and what was it called? Um, I'm like so sleepy over here, and I know you gotta be sleepy. But I'm gonna see this through. I'm like, okay, when is this album gonna be over? And it's 23 tracks. We are on number 13 though. So we're almost there. We're almost there. Um I'm still looking for the hit. I'm looking for the hit. I know she got at least one on here, but I feel like the hit was Imaginary Players. I feel like um that was the best one so far. But we're gonna listen to Pretty and Petty now, and we're gonna go for that. All right, Cardi is coming for her haters and for her ops. This last one, Pretty and Petty, was dissing Bia. I liked how she came on that one. She's coming hard. She is not letting up on these girls. I wonder, do you guys think that they will respond? Because she came pretty hard at JT and pretty hard at Bia. She is she called Bia's name in this one, so you know for sure who she's coming for. From just what she was saying in the first one, the Rick Owens reference, sharing bags with your man reference. I could tell that that was about JT and Uzi because Uzi, he is going by them or they now, and he calls himself Leslie. So he's a gender bender, and JT gets a lot of slack for being with Uzi, who is a lot of people suspect may like they might like the same thing for lack of a better words. But I feel like Pretty and Petty, I mean, I like the beat. I feel like she really came with it. I feel like that's one of the ones that is gonna keep people talking. Um, so far, imaginary players, pick it up, safe, and better than you. So that's number 14. We are more than halfway through this album. You like it too? Yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty cool. The next one is Better Than You featuring Cash Cobain. I think this one is gonna be like what is it called? Not a trap song, but a drill song. So let me cue this one up. Every time I have to go to the search button, guys. But you like that one, Mama Three? So let me just put in Hardy featuring Kurt Cobain. Um, try to do this fast. Usually they have the track set up better than this on YouTube. I don't know why they're playing tonight. I don't even know who Kurt Cobain is, but I see that he has a song on a song with Drake that's on the Billboard charts right now, but I haven't heard it. Okay, I'm almost there, guys. How you hanging in there, Mama Three? I know you got to get up early with Jackson, so if you head out, it's all good. It's all love. But I'm still gonna be here. I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna finish this whole. For real. I'm gonna do it. Okay. All right. All righty. And this one again is called "Better Than You." Yeah, "Better Than You" featuring Kurt Cobain. It's a drill song. You tired? Go to bed, mamas. It's late over there. It's already 1. You got to get up early. I got this. I'm gonna hang on in here. Thanks for tuning in. I love you so much. I promise I do. But the rest of you guys on the replay, if you're still in here with me, or if you come on in, I'm listening to Cardi B's album, Am I the Drama? We're on track 14. We got about 9 more songs to listen to. We're going to do this. Okay, Better Than You was okay. Um, just okay. Um, I liked it. It had a cute little flow or whatever. This next one is On My Back featuring Lourdes. She's been getting a lot of Lourdes. I think she was an artist of Nicki Minaj. So yeah, it's been a lot of talk about this one. I I don't know what happened with Nicki's record label because she was supposed to have Heavy on it. So I don't know what came of that. I know that she had a few of her artists on Pink Friday, but I haven't heard anything from them after that. So yeah, let's check out Cardi B featuring Lourdes. And it's called, what is the name of this song called? Uh, On My Back. Now, so far, I thought she would have dissed Nicki, but I don't hear. She said she was over that beef, so maybe not. Maybe she's not gonna diss her. But I want to see if I'd be interested to see if she does. So we haven't heard a Nicki diss so far. Okay, so I'm gonna go to On My Back now. I'll be in the chat. Um, but I'm gonna go mute while I listen. One thing about Cardi, when she love hard for real. On my back is obviously from the football references in the second verse from the "I'ma give you a boy." She's pregnant. This track is obviously about Stefan Diggs. I liked Laura Dis on the track. I liked it. It was a smooth little metal song. Cardi is a little Cardi Giselle, you up in here. We almost through with the album, girl. Um, I have, I didn't like a lot of it so far, but on my back, I like it. I like smooth, mellow songs like that. And I like Lourdes is on this. And I like how she's expressing her feelings for Stefan. But Cardi, I hate this for you because I feel like Cardi loves real hard and Stefan is gonna break her heart. It's not gonna end well. Well, I hope it just doesn't end in a lot of drama like with Offset. I hope she just takes her licking and just keep on ticking. Because sometimes you know it's not gonna work. Sometimes you know then I mean it's he's a rebound. He's a rebound. She didn't really even give herself a chance to heal after Offset. She really jumped right into it with Stefan. And in less than a year, uh, she just had Blossom in September, but in less than a year after having her a child by Offset, she's pregnant by this guy, writing songs about him and all of that. And it's cute, but Cardi, you're not a teenager. You're 30, 33 years old. So I feel like you should, you're crying at the wackies. Don't tell me I haven't got to Ty song yet. I haven't got to all of them yet. Don't tell me yet. What I'm doing is I'm going through the songs and I'm muting while I listen to the songs because I can't listen on live. So I'm just gonna make comments, as I'm listening. But right now it looks like we are on airtime. I like a few of the tracks. And as I said earlier, I may just need to listen to them in my car, to give them while I'm riding around, because sometimes that's how you got to do it. Sometimes you got to listen in your car and, just be driving and chilling and all that. We'll see. But this is only my first time listening to everything with the exception of we've heard some of Bodega Batty and we also heard Imaginary Players already as well as outside. I did like the track. I said earlier, for those of you who missed it or who wasn't here, I did like the track with Kalani and the video. I just didn't like the ending. The ending was a little dark for me. I wish she had ended it like I expected her to end it, which was with her love interest coming to save her because she said safe, right? But I get that she wanted to do something unexpected, but the ending to that video, you can't pick your top shit. I know you're a fan, so you gonna come riding hard for her, Giselle. I already know. And I don't hate Cardi, but I'm not her biggest fan at all. However, I she's been going for a while, and I want to give her a fair shot. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just be like, oh, I don't like it, or I'm not listening to it because it's Cardi. I'm excited about it for her. So, okay, I'm going to listen to Airtime and I'll be commenting in the chat, but I'm going to go mute. I'll be right back. Okay, airtime wasn't too bad. Um, it was okay. I give it a 6 out of 10. I like that one. I was feeling airtime or airtime, however you want to say it. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad at all. Um, So now I'm going to head over to Check Please. I have it queued up already. If you're keeping up with the listening party, the next song is Check Please. I'm going to be mute when I play these songs and I'm going to give them a full listen. So if you already skipped ahead, go back to Check Please and listen to that one. That's what I'm on, and I'll give my critique. I'll, have any comments I have while listening, I'll put in the chat, and I'll give my final critique after I get through listening. Okay, I feel like Check Please would definitely be um, one of my better like songs. I was really feeling that one. I like the flow. I like the beat drops. I liked everything about Check Please. Now, number 18 is Principle. And I'm thinking that it's going to be like a Pleasure Principle sample since it's featuring Janet Jackson. I have high hopes for this one. Janet, I haven't heard anything new from her in a while, but I'm hoping beyond hope that this one sounds good. If you are listening in and following along, Principle by Cardi B featuring Janet Jackson is next on the list. I am not listening live. I'm only critiquing live. So if you want to listen while I'm listening, go ahead and cue up the number 18 track by Cardi B. Okay, not too bad on Pleasure Principle. That one. I wonder if Janet Jackson updated her vocals, or I wonder if Cardi just went ahead and just used a sample and then said she was featuring Janet Jackson. That would be a little odd if she did that. I mean, she said she's featuring Janet Jackson, so I would feel like that's Janet Jackson's vocals. I feel like that wasn't really a good way to sample pleasure principle. I didn't really like the sample. Um, but yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to trophies. A lot of people have already been talking about trophies. I've never heard it, but they said that trophy sounds pretty good. So I'm gonna take a listen. If you are tuned in, I'm on number 19. We are coming to the end. We've already listened to Up and WAP. So we got trophies, and then we got Nice Guy featuring Tyler and Killing You Hoes. I figured like I know that like that's a sample as well. So let's finish this up. It's getting late. It's 11 here in Cali. Wherever you're listening from, if you're listening on a replay, I thank you for coming in and listening all the way through and getting my take on Cardi B's new album, Am I the Drama? I thank you for hitting that like button, and I thank you for subscribing to my channel. This is my first time doing this. I'm having fun with it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are you having fun with this? Do you like it? Do you feel like this is a little too much? But I feel like if you're listening along with it, you should be having a good time too, because even though I'm a little quiet over here, I'm still chatting in the comments, and I'm also letting you know my review. So now we're going to listen to, like I said, trophies. I'll be back. Okay, that was just okay as well. Not very. I wasn't. That was just okay. Okay, hold on. Not very. I wasn't really like. Uh, what's the word I want to use? I wasn't really too over. I was underwhelmed. Let's just say that. I got so far. WAP and Up are pretty much her biggest hits on the album, and she said, "Well, my songs needed a home, girl. This album is not giving 150K, but I feel like she'll get it anyway. But it's not giving that. It's giving 60, 70K first week. Um, I'm interested to see what the other bloggers are talking about. I'm gonna go to um, Twitter after this and see how other people are feeling about it, and let you guys know that as well to see how it's doing. Um, okay. Now we're going to listen to Nice Guy featuring Tyler. If you're tuned in, I'm on mute while listening, and I'm commenting in the chat while I'm on mute. If you are going to keep up with the listening party, you should be on your listening app, whether it's Apple, iTunes, YouTube, Spotify. Give your girl a stream. She's going to need it for real, for real. All right. So right now we're almost at the end of this, and I'll give my complete rating at the end. I'll be back in a second. Guys, we're on Nice Guy featuring Tyler. Oh, y'all, we finally at the home stretch. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I thought I was going to love this album a lot more than this. I thought I was really going to like this album a lot more. I just knew it. I had a feeling. Okay, listen. I felt like this. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, okay, I think the album is BS, but I was like, okay, she's gonna prove me wrong. I felt like it was gonna want to be. I thought it was gonna be one of those things where I have egg on my face, like you know what I mean. Um, That is not happening. Up is number 23. We've heard up a lot. If it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's stuck. I never liked that song. I just thought it was just a gratuitous song made for TikTok, for the TikTokers. I never liked up. WAP, I thought that was a good song, but it was just a little too raunchy for me. So I really didn't I really didn't listen to it too much for that. Um Killing You Hoes is, I bet it's a Trina I feel like it's gonna be a Trina sample, or it's gonna be on that. And I don't know why she didn't have Trina on it. She said Trina and Little Kim are her inspirations, and yet she had neither of them on her album. Um, Maybe she felt like they're too old. Maybe I don't know. I feel like she would have gagged with that. She should have had Trina. I definitely feel like she should have had Trina and definitely Little Kim. That would have gagged, but I don't know. So let's listen to Killing You Hoes, or Killing You Hoes, and let's be done with this album. Like, Cardi, I'm disappointed. I know I said I'm gonna wait to the end, but I am disappointed. Let me listen to Killing You Hoes, and I'll come back and tell you what I think. Okay, I've never been more happy to say to be done listening to an album. A lot of the girlies are feeling the same way I am feeling about the album. If I go to Armand's Wiggins Instagram page, a lot of people are saying the same thing. I read a few comments um, on the song where she dissed JT. Some said, I skipped so many songs. It's like three songs on there. I would really jam. Love Cardi, but it feels rushed. I said the same thing. Somebody else said, baby, she needed WAP and Up on this album. She got three songs with nice beats on the album, and that's it. Janet collab, no. Liz on Selena collab, no. I like the Selena collab. Even the Janet collab is no. Now the Kalani one is okay. I agree. Magnet, the lyrics aren't too bad, but for a 7 year wait, they could have been done better. And that's the way I feel too. I feel like this sophomore album is actually not as good as the first. Now remember, she had Offset helping her with that first album. He was literally flying out to different states to get people to do her album. I feel like he gave her a lot of coaching. I feel like he said, "Baby, say it like this. No, baby, do it like this." I feel like and you can tell the difference between what he helped her. You can always tell the difference when these women move on, who was helping them. When with Little Kim, you could tell that the difference between how her sound was when Big was alive versus when he had passed. With Nicki Minaj, you can tell the difference. And she said Safari never wrote for her. I don't necessarily believe he didn't help her because after Safari, her albums have not sounded as good sonically. Her lyrics have not been as teeth afterwards. Same thing with Cardi. Her this album, you could tell that that first one she had Offset's input on that first one a lot, and she maybe had his input on some of this, but definitely not the songs where she was talking about Stefan. We know Offset didn't help her with those. Like half of the album sounds like, and then half of the album sounds like, okay, I could be feeling this one. So it feels like two different albums, right? And like the songs don't progress at all. So I give it a 6 out of 10. A for effort. I'm not gonna say it sounds horrible. It's not the worst thing that I've ever heard, but for Cardi, with all the money she has behind her, some of that money that they spend on fashion and looks and some of that promo money she's getting, she needs to spend on diction classes. Like, you're an American, you've been in America forever. There's no way that you should have that thick of an accent, and you are married to an English speaker. You have children who have to go to school. I mean, practice if you're going to rap. And at least even if you have an accent, at least your words should be discernible, right? Um, I could barely understand half of what she was saying. A lot of it sounded, like it was mixed in together. So, um, yeah, like I said, the album just wasn't top two female rap. Glorilla has done better than her. JT, I don't, her album was okay. Um, I feel like Megan has her beat. Glorilla has her beat. This Mana Leo girl has her beat. Pluto and YK Niece definitely have her beat. They should be at the top of the charts. Like, all the money they spend on Cardi, it could be better spent on half of that could be spent on these other girls that have way more talent and raw talent and don't have to have all this plastic surgery, don't have to pull all these stunts, don't need all this money spent on fashion and on a glam team. You could get way more money for your investment than what was spent on Cardi B. This is what happens when you try to manufacture an artist, when you try to make someone an artist, um, instead of going out and doing the work and getting people. So many people out here, so many girls out here that can really rap. Cute girls that can really. Lakia, she could really rap. I like her. As well as the other girls I named. Like, Pluto and YK Niece, they got TikTok on fire. They got the football players on fire. They have trending music all summer. Win Whammy was the song of the summer. Okay, so why are these record labels spending this kind of money for mediocre music? This is unfair to the public. It really is. It's like because you put something in a pretty box, you expect us to accept it and just be like, oh, it's good, and buy it just because it's Cardi B. No, 6 out of 10, and that's being generous. She could have kept this album. Um, she started. She knew this album was coming out for over a year because she did the packaging, the pictures for the packaging while she was still pregnant with Blossom. So even if you had the album done, you had time to go back in and redo a lot of your songs. Uh, Ken Barbie, uh, you're supposed to be her digital media manager. You're supposed to have had input on the songs. I feel like you're just a yes boy because if you were a real hip hop fan, if you were a real fan of music, if you were a real friend to Cardi, then you would have said, friend, I like the songs, but I think you need to take your time and go and do it a little bit better. And I feel like she probably did that. I feel like she probably did go in and try to do it a little bit better, but I feel like this is the best she could do. But I don't know because Invasion and Privacy did not sound this amateurish. I feel like they rushed this out and said, you've been doing this for 7 years. You've been delaying this album for 7 years. We're done. Either you put this album out now or we're going to shelf. She said, no, she chose to put it out now. The label didn't rush her. They've been so supportive. But I feel like they said, listen, it's now or never. If you don't put it out, you're shelved. Like whatever it is, let's put it out, and whatever it does, it does. Let's try to get you some promo from DoorDash, get you some promo. Let's get you some magazine covers. We're gonna use this baby stuff to get you some more publicity. Get on out there with this new guy and let's do this. But we're done. We're done waiting on the album. We've thrown so much money your way. We're tired of spending money on videos. We're done. Either get this album out or it's over. So yeah, 6 out of 10 for this album. Because I did like Imaginary Players. I did like the song with Kalani. I was feeling the song with Selena. Some people said they didn't like it with Selena. Um, and because WAP and her two biggest songs are on here. So yeah, let me know. Replay gang, let me know what you thought of the album. I hope you enjoyed this live, my first listening party live. I know it was a little difficult with me going mute sometimes, but that's the way it has to be because we can't play music on YouTube. So if there's a better way to do this, I'll try to figure it out in the future without me getting copywritten. Um, so yeah, you guys have a good night or a good morning, depending on where you are, or a good day, because some of you are in another country. Take care.